cars. To most people, this is just a bunch of metal put together like a machine on four wheels. But like, mate, if I put like bloody stabilizers on my bike, it's not exactly a car, is it? I mean, I understand where people come from when they see cars as a method of transport to get from point A to point B, but for some of us, it's just way more than that. Like, a lot more than that. It's an extension of ourselves, like another organ in our body. A lifestyle, a way of living. It's like a bold statement of who we are.
That's a lot. Got to find a place to plug. Lick the mix and not the Henny off. Oh, fuck it, there's shots. Yeah, late night in my city, that's a lot. Got to find a place to plug. Lick the mix and not the Henny off. Oh, fuck it, there's shots. Yeah, late night in my city, that's a lot. Got to.
But where does the desire for cars come from, and how does it impact us? From that time when you were like a kid, staring at that pretty car that you promised yourself to get when you were older. For me, it was when I was with my aunt watching the movie Cars. Kuchiga, Kuchiga, Kuchiga. No, but in all seriousness, it was really where my love of cars took off. From that movie. And from the R34 Skyline from Fast and Furious and the Need for Speed Most Wanted 2005 M3 GTR, you can really see that the media in general has a huge impact on the way we see cars today. It's a beautiful community of love and hate that brings us together.
I lose, winner takes my car clean and clear. But if I win, I take the cash and I take the respect. To some people, that's more important.
What do cars mean to us? Like, I don't mean it as like an everyday transport kind of thing. I mean it on like a personal level. And to get an insight on this, I met up with the co-founder of Lower Klasse to get their insight on why we love cars.
Okay, I'll clap. Okay. So do you want me to be like serious or like?
No, you can be comfortable. Like, you get what I mean.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You don't. You
Like,
don't,
be myself.
Yeah, be yourself. I don't.
Okay.
Like,
So I might as well bang this out then. Chicken. Crunchy.
Over more. Just introduce yourself first.
My name's Achu. That's it. I'm 28. I live in London.
We don't care.
What do you care about then? What do you want to know about?
Like, just describe yourself. Like, you live in London, your age.
Oh, I said those things, you fucking
And
idiot.
your job, whatever. And your bank account details and stuff.
Sort code. Ask you a
I'm
question.
stroking my real beard.
That microscopic beard.
Yeah, and where's your hairline?
Where's your hairline? Do you even know where your hairline is?
That's a very nice top there. Where can I buy that?
Well, actually, this is a brand that I created with a friend called Az, and it's all about, repping a brand that's to do with lowered cars. Our actual requirements to be in our group is a 1 finger gap between the wheel and the arch, so you can't put your finger in that and then you're into lower class. Well, we'll accept you have to apply obviously and stuff like that. Yeah, it's just the car branding, and we've got our website and everything like that where we sell clothes. We also sell stuff like suspension, airlift.
Wait, do you actually have like your own suspension, or do you just rebrand it?
No, we don't rebrand it at all. We're just a supplier, sort of like how Tesco supplies I don't know, Dove soap.
So basically the people who like project like other people's like...
Yeah, supplier.
So yeah, I've asked you this before.
Yeah.
In our own time.
Yeah.
I'll ask you this one more time because there are cameras here.
Yeah.
So like, will your hairline ever be lower class?
I came here to do a serious interview. Yeah. This guy's asked me shit like
Did
this.
you put the 1 finger there?
The cameras can't see that. Okay.
Even the one finger here.
Do you even have pubes, bro? Look how hairless your legs are. They look like.
Look at how hairless your head is.
Yeah, nah. This is a choice, okay? It wasn't. Oh man.
Don't lie to yourself ever again.
Drink your juice.
So yeah, I've come up with a few questions in my free time that I've wanted to ask you. So at what age did you start to get into cars?
I'm not exactly sure when I got into cars. I think my dad tells me there's a story where I was like 3 or 4, and that kind of age, you know, like a really young kid, and whenever we would go driving somewhere, I'd always look out the window and see like dealerships and stuff, and shout out saying like, "Oh, I'm gonna buy all of these cars and stuff." So
But you're really a broke ass person.
Yeah, at 3 and 4, I had like a full-time job. I was a kid, innit? So yeah, that was when like apparently I was like into cars when I was like a kid like that. But what I remember is seeing stuff like Gone in 60 Seconds, and that's when like
Gone into 60. Gone
in
60 seconds.
That's it.
Did you explain that movie? Because I haven't watched it.
Yeah. So it's about this Nicolas Cage. He's the main character, and his little brother. He gets in trouble with this criminal, I don't know. And basically, Nicolas Cage, when he was, I think his name's Memphis Black or something. And when he was younger, he used to steal cars, like properly, like carjacking. And yeah, so this guy, this criminal, asks Nicolas Cage to steal 50 cars to save his brother. I think he has to steal it in like 7 days or something. So yeah, it's pretty mad. It's a good film. The Last Car is sick.
I'm definitely gonna watch that movie, man. I have to actually watch that movie, and it's gonna be the summer holidays, so.
It's gonna be your actual summer holidays.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be my winter holiday.
It's like a half-term holiday, mate. This guy.
No, to be fair, we finished quite early for summer holidays. Since like you're part of lower class, and you got your own like community going on in there. You got like car meets in like Ace Cafe and other places. So what brought you into the car community?
So as like a community, like back in the day, there was always like magazines and stuff. But when I bought my car, I was like 17, 18, and that was when the internet was like quite basic, and there's a lot of like forums and stuff where you could just write out posts and stuff. And there was one called Autobahn 25. It was the M25. So within the M25, all German cars. That's why they call it Autobahn 25. Yeah, that's where I just started talking to people, going to meets and stuff.
You know that group you were talking about that was on the magazine, but did you get involved with them or?
No, that was like back before.
Oh, that's what like got you like thinking about getting into the community.
Getting into communities. That was like, I would see forums being advertised on that.
Yeah.
So I didn't actually know about forums until I saw a magazine, and there was one that's like Londoners, and I was like, oh, there's actually one like for something quite close by. So I went to join that. I didn't know anybody there. I met there's actually one guy that I still speak to today. His name's Hussein, and I met him. He's part of Lower Class as well, and I met him at Autobahn 25.
So how'd you meet like most of the people that you know now, like in the community, like
now? We have a WhatsApp group. So in Lower Class, I
mean like in now like free time, you were telling me about how like you would take pictures of other people's cars.
Oh right, okay. So we'd organise meets. Lower Class itself, using our Instagram page, would put up stories of like, you know, we're gonna meet up at this car park or something like that. And because like I'm quite known in the photographers community, because the car community, there's usually like there's the car community, and within the car community there's the photographers community, because everybody loves getting like good pictures of their cars, innit? So I'm quite well known in that community, so people always come down to get good pictures of their cars. I
know I asked you this a lot in like our spare time. We always talk about this, but literally, what is your favourite car, like as of currently, and your all-time favourite car?
Oh, so currently you mean like in production right now, or
like say like you're like, you know, you have that one favourite car that you right now, but like next time you'll like might have a different car that you see.
I see. Yeah. What I really like want to buy next, like I'm like on set on it, is an Aston Martin. So I've been looking at DBS's, but they're like, a good one is like 70-80 grand, and I want manual. You can get a DB9, which you just throw a body kit on there and you get a DBS body kit. It'll be like a couple of grand, and then coilies, lower it, and then it's got 4 seats as well. The DBS doesn't have 4 seats. Yeah, I was gonna slam it on air suspension. You can get one for like 30 grand. So I found a manual one on eBay for 35k, and I'm pretty sure that guy's been trying to sell it for 2 months. I'm pretty sure if I go up to him and said, I'll give you 30k now, he would let me take it. So that's what my favorite car is right now. But the all-time favorite, like literally the all-time dead ass favorite, is the E39 M5. It's a BMW, old school saloon. Well, I guess it's not really old school. It's 2001. 18 years old. But
E39 is like the M3. You have like E36 around that kind of time.
Yeah. It's the same era, which I actually think is the best era for all cars. The
1990s, 2000s.
Yeah, like that 20 years. Nah, less than that. That 15 years from 1989. Yeah, to 2004. That's when the best cars came out.
I was gonna say something, but I forgot anyways. So yeah, this isn't actually on my phone.
Yeah.
But I want to ask, what's your favorite racing game? Because this is about like car influence.
Racing game.
Like back in the day, we used to play Carbon all the time.
Yeah, Need to see Carbon. But I guess the favorite has to be Gran Turismo 3, as in for all time.
I have Gran Turismo 3. That is sick.
It's so good, yeah, because it was like, it's like Forza now, I think.
Yeah.
Forza now is really good, but I've never played it because it's Xbox exclusive. But Gran Turismo 3, that was like, you could modify cars to have way more power, put like single turbos on like Honda Civics and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And the tuning capabilities were crazy. And like I made like a Dodge Viper to 1,600 horsepower or something like that. And I've got a Formula 1 car and started modifying that, and it's a really good game.
The PS2 days.
PS2 days,
yeah. I still have my PS2 as well.
Yeah. Same
it's like
up
just
in
sitting
my room.
there. It's in my room, yeah. Oh my days, the PS2. Based on the whole like documentary itself, what influence has the car culture had? Like what impact has it had on like people like you? Like for example, like some people like they let off their steam by like going out and like just driving. Like what impact has it had on like you and people in general?
So I think because of our culture, I think normal people want to have nicer cars. Like do you know, like, have you seen like normal BMWs? They're quite low now. Like they never used to be as low as they are now.
Yeah. And
I think like genuinely like something like, you know, modifying your grills to be black.
Yeah.
That's something BMW actually took on as a stock option now, so you can have black grills from factory, which was never a case. And so I think that's something that's been like, you know, the car culture has pushed into, you know, factory sort of car designers and stuff. And you know, ordinary people, I know like a doctor who doesn't like cars at all, and he's asking me, how do I make my car look a bit sicker? And I'm like, let's lower it, let's put in lowering springs and stuff like that. But also I think that, you know, the car culture has had like quite a negative impact on society and everything. Not, I don't know, on purpose or anything, but you know, now there's way more speeding cameras, and there's
Would you say that's negative?
Yeah, because it's all a money scheme.
There was that's true.
Yeah, there was a road here where they put a speeding camera on it. Yeah, and the accident rate went up, but because the speeding camera was so expensive to install, they left it there. So it's literally just done nothing. It's made the road worse because people are on the lookout for the speeding cameras. You get me? They don't look for like children running across the road and stuff. There's going to be like noise cameras, so like microphones that record the level of your exhaust, and they're going to issue out fines for that. So yeah, they're soon gonna make it illegal, completely illegal, to modify your exhaust. So like legit, you have to have this factory exhaust, and that's it.
Wait, here in the UK?
Yeah, the UK's shit, man. And then they've got the ULEZ coming up, which is gonna be crap. That's the ULEZ.
So I'm gonna get my license, and by the time I actually get a car I can modify, I can't choose it.
You probably won't be able to modify it. And you know,
I wouldn't modify at all, or
yeah,
just the exhaust.
hardly anything. I think you, and you know the exhaust, not exhaust. You know the ULEZ, yeah. That means that I can't drive the E36 into central London without paying like £12, right? Any time of the day, yeah. And they're gonna spread that to the M25. I bet by the time you drive, it's definitely gonna get to the A406, yeah. And then by the time like you know like I'm like in like my 40s or something, it's gonna be the whole of the UK. It's gonna be like.
You look like you're in your 40s.
Do you know how to do a professional interview? Yeah, fucking doing that.
People will tend to see like their cars, like because of the car culture, they tend to see their cars more of like something that symbolizes them. Even like non-car people, like also like take on that.
Yeah, that's 100% true. Like I think what you drive says a lot about you. When you modify a car, you're kind of like extending your personality into that car. So you know, your bright colors or like you're a bright person or whatever, right? But yeah, people like say like if somebody told me that they drive an Alfa Romeo, I just think like, wow, this person like even if they're not into cars, it'll be
what
like.
What if they drive a Vauxhall Corsa?
Which Corsa? If they
like
drive any
like
other,
the Type Bs, like the really rubbish ones from like.
Then I'll like them. I think that's humble. Yeah. Yeah, but if they drive, yeah, you know the I forgot which model it is. You know the black edition one that every.
Oh, the VXRs.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, if they drive that, I'll be like, get out of my face.
Because they actually spent money on.
Yeah,
they actually were like.
They think
they saved money
car.
for that car.
Yeah.
Like, oh my days, they could have got Golf R82. They could have got like so many better cars.
Yeah.
Like, and then
they
decided to get a VXR. And most of them have like a Nürburgring sticker on like the back of the car. Like, this is dumb.
I seen one there. I seen one where it goes. It's got the Nürburgring, and the thing is never been.
Oh my days, that's actually kind of mad. How do you say your full name?
Arjuna.
No, the full name, like
Arjuna.
the 26-letter one.
Arjuna Chandrakumar. Shut up, Gorbinathan. Just
I just go back.
You think it's just go back, but it's Gorbinathan. Ask your dad.
It's not waffling. Don't waffle.
Nah, genuinely, ask your dad. It's on your passport.
Don't waffle because I have my passport. It says go back.
Do you have a passport?
Yeah,
I thought you're illegal immigrant. You're born in a box, mate.
Yeah, but your hairline's not even in this country.
Where is it then?
It's back in Sri Lanka.
Funny,
you left it when you were getting.
Is that all you got? That's your only joke? Hairline jokes. Boom. That's it.
That's staying in. I'm joking.
Things that used to swallow up people's opinions, now like people become insensitive to them. Like back in 2000s, like Fast and Furious was a big thing. Car culture was literally popping off. Even Need for Speed hopped onto that bandwagon. And right now, all I see is like, it's just become a niche. Cars used to be a thing of the masses, and like right now, for example, Fast and Furious films, like you don't even see cars anymore. And like Need for Speed and games like that, they don't really get picked up by most people these days. And over time, it's become something more of a niche, rather than like something that's insanely popular with the masses. So what do I need to ask? Oh shit! You're not very like motivating as a person. You're quite demotivating. I got a question for you, Achu. Do you think car culture will be a thing in like 20 years?
Yeah. I'll just come. So basically, I think car culture has fallen a little bit, but because back in the day when it was before Facebook and stuff like that, we used to have forums and stuff like that, and that's where people were really tired. We used to go to car shows and stuff like that. But now I guess we got like Instagram and stuff like that. I would say, you know, there's more car shows than ever, more car meets than ever. I actually think car shows and meets and stuff like that, they're actually up on the rise. And I don't know if it's just people trying to make money or like trying to show off their own whip or whatever bullshit, but I think I think car culture is actually growing, you know. I've got Lower Class. It's a new thing that I started. I wouldn't imagine like 10 years ago that I would have something like this. So I guess it is like, I would say it's growing, you know. I'd say the car community is not dead as of yet, but we'll see, because there's so many laws coming in now. We got ULEZ. Apparently they're gonna have like a noise camera, so cameras that sense if your car's making too much noise. And you know, half the car culture loves having straight pipes and stuff like that. So, you know, and the police are cracking down on people with stanced out cars and shit like that. So it might be something that gets killed off, you know, like people just don't want the risk anymore. They'll just drive a normal car that they don't want to take to shows anymore. But me, I think for myself, I would never let the car culture die for me. Like, I will always be in my garage fixing up cars, you know, working on some old cars. Right now we're working on a Supra, and I just got an E46, and like I wouldn't have thought like I'd be working on these kind of cars like 5-6 years ago. So, you know, I think car culture is still living, and it will live on.
Wow, so inspirational. I got a tear in my eye. Oh. Let's get some tasty mutton rolls. Yeah. Let's get some biryani for the lads.
So what are you looking to buy, Corbin, while we're here? Some pizza?
Yeah, let's get some very nice pepperoni, jalapeno. Let's get some very nice Morrison's pizza with. Oh, okay, we're good now. I was good in there. We don't have a basket.
That's illegal. Stop. That's illegal.
What? Well, I'm so confused. Why?
Illegal.
No, seriously, I'm being serious. Why are you taking the pic?
That's illegal. You're not allowed to put your hand. I'm just joking, bro.
Oh my days, I want to kill this guy. I was getting so confused. Cars are starting to become like less of a thing now. People starting to cycle, take public transport, like share cars, like using Uber. Like that's such a big thing now. And it kind of scares me because I haven't even got my license yet. Oh, who actually puts I'm sorry, this is disgusting. Like,
Then why'd you pick it up?
sorry, I spread awareness. Like, who puts pizza? Do you eat pizza? Pineapple on pizza?
No, I like pepperoni. Get those ones with the fat pepperoni in it.
Yes, that's good. Look at that.
Get a big one.
Fat with a PH. Fat with a PH. See that?
Does it fit in your basket? Maybe you should have got a bigger basket.
Yeah, shut up. A waffler. It kind of scares me because I haven't even got my car yet, and the way it's looking, like climate change. Have you seen like all the protests about like
Greta? Fucking Greta.
Yeah, she's crying on the microphone, and like I'm crying here because I want to be able to drive like a fully tuned car, like just drive like cruising in the highway.
I'm gonna be honest with you, yeah? I don't think that's gonna happen when you're older.
For real?
I think there's gonna be too many laws.
Are you being serious?
Yeah, legit.
Oh,
I think
bruh.
they're already like cracking down on, like, you know how strict an MOT is now. Yeah. It's very strict, man.
Oh man.
And you know, like they're cracking down on like exhaust noises, lowering cars. The insurance companies are going well expensive. It's fucked.
I know it's kind of selfish just to like be like, oh, I just want to drive some cars. Oh, I don't fuck the world. I don't care about the world, but you know, like cars is just almost like a symbol of like freedom, like a part of you, if you get what I mean. It's almost like it's like part of who we are. And it's like sad to see that it's not gonna be with us especially when I'm older, and when you're older as well.
It's a thing that might be in this country, but maybe in places like America and Canada.
Yeah, it might not be a thing there.
Like, as in, like, they'll be more lenient with this shit, like, in other countries.
Yeah.
Like, maybe, like, Japan, especially, they like it in Japan. They're really cultured over there.
Might have to move to Japan.
How are you moving to Japan?
Yeah.
You like Japanese girls? You Zero for effect.
The only like Japanese word I know is like konnichiwa.
Do you even know what that means?
Hello.
It means thank you.
No, it doesn't. It means hello.
I just wanted to see your reaction.
I was like, wait, what? In my head, like I was very confused. This was a fun documentary to make. I had so much fun making this. Thank you to the 40-year-old man behind the camera, Achnana.
Boom.
No.
Say thank you to the pizza as well.
Yeah, thank you to the pizza. Yeah. Freshly made from Morrison's. Yeah.
That's it, yeah? Right, that's it.
I hope you enjoyed this documentary. Bye. Sorry, that was by accident.
What's your YouTube channel?
What?
YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah, but I barely got followers. Oh, okay. Gobi J. Subscribe. I do the sub for sub. Sub for sub. You get what I mean?
Like for like. Shout out, fam. Shout out.
That's how I got here.
Hey, yo, fam, I just realized something. I didn't have my wallet on me. Do you have money?
I think for the YouTube ad revenue.
Put that shit back, fam. We can't afford it.
We only got it for the video.